Good morning, everyone. This is Chetan Vipar. My topic is FCFS, first come serve. Next slide. Let's see about what you meant by FCFS. It is a simplest CPU scheduling algorithm. With the algorithm, process are assigned the CPU in the order they request it. Basically, there is a single queue of ready process. Relative importance of jobs measured only by arrival time. The implementation of FCFS policy, it is easy managed with the FIFO queue. When the process enters the ready queue, its BBC is linked on the trial of the queue. The average waiting time under the FCF policy, however, is often quite long. Let we take one example, one FCFS, this process. Uh, uh, FCF, I am taking the 1 year the bus time. I am taking three process P1, P2, and P3, and the bus time for that process is 24:33. We know about that process, the program that currently being executed, that we call it as process. Then what about the bus time? The bus time is nothing but the time of the CPU taking the control of the process, means how much time it is the CPU handling process, that we call it as the bus time. Suppose the process suppose the process arrive in the order like P1, P2, and P3. How it is occupied in bus time? So the first time, so the bus time P1 from the bus time of the uh, P1 is the P1 bus time is P1 is 0 to 24, 0 to 24. Next P2 is uh, next P2 is 20.
ಹಿಂಗೆ
Next
ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು
P2.
ಮಿಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. P2
Ah,
starts at 24.
sir. Next P1 is 0 to 24. Next P2 bus time is 3. If we add if we add 3 to 24, we get 27. Next P3 we get 27. Next bus time is 27. If we add 3 to 27, we will get 30. Now calculate the waiting time. This is each process waiting time for P1. P1 waiting time is 0, because the starting only it going to be executed. So the P1 waiting time is 0, and P2 waiting time is 24, means it has to wait up to 24. Next P3, P3 waiting time is 27. Whenever 27 is came, P3 is going to be executed, means that CPU is taking the P3 process. So that is the waiting time. So this process has to wait queue, so the P2 has to wait up to 24, and P3 has to wait queue up to 27. That we call it as the waiting time. Then what is the average waiting time of the first come first serve? 0 plus 24 plus 27 divided by 3 is going to answer 17. We'll get 17. The 17 is the total average time of the process that has executed in the CPU. This is the order I am taking the P1, P2, and P3. Suppose if next slide. Suppose if I take the order like if I change the order now, let us see what is the average time if I change the order. Suppose the process if I'll arrive the order like P2, P3, and P1. Now let us see the P2 start from 0, and P2 bus time is 3. Next P3 bus time is 3. So the 3 plus 3 is 6. Next P1 bus time is 24. So that the 6 plus 24 is we get 30. Here also we'll get the 0 to 30, but waiting time will changes. Waiting time for P1 is 6. Up to 6 it has wait in the queue. P2 is 0, and P3 is 3. So the average waiting time is 6 plus 0 plus 3 by 3. We'll get answer 3. So if we take the order as P1, P2 and P3, we'll get the average waiting time as 17. If we take the order P2, P3 and P1, we'll get the answer average waiting time as 3. Means whenever the process will taking the queues, the different which have waiting time in is also changing. So it is much better than the previous state. Next, we'll see the advantages and disadvantages of this first come first serve. Advantages: it is simple and easy to understand, and it is and one of the disadvantages of FCFS, the process which is execution times suffer. Example, waiting time is often quite long, favor CPU board process than example bond process. This is the advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.